1.1. The importance of saving as a young person in South Africa is what we are talking about, as it has become just a little bit impossible. But to help us out on that and to find out if it really has become impossible, or maybe it's just the phase that we're going through and it will get better, is Saubrey, who is a financial advisor all the way from TBR Solutions. Ntate Saubrey, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate for the invite.
It's a great pleasure. First of all, Ntate Saubrey, saving is no longer something that we choose not to do, but unfortunately we cannot do anymore. And as young people, we don't even have the jobs anymore. Just the other day, we were talking to an economist, and we were saying that 90% of people cannot live off their retirement annuity after retirement. And it becomes worse for young people because instead of having 30, 40 years of work experience, you've got 10 years. And what's going to happen then afterwards?
Yeah, it's really shocking. It's tough. The economy is so bad, but you know what? It always happens. I'm sure you have noticed that in terms of economy, they'll show you in terms of graphs. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Now, in these times when things are really, really tough as we speak, this is good for people who are in business, all right? This is the time when people are making more money, all right? And then you are talking about saving, the very most important aspect of money making. Now, the power of making money emanating from the concept of saving. Now, let me just show you something. If you are a business person, all business people, they don't make money using their money. They use other people's money.
That's true.
And where do they get the other people's money? The easiest one is the bank, all right? The bank won't invest in you if you haven't demonstrated that you are able to handle money. Now, they need those necessary ingredients of showing that you can handle money. One of the key aspects in that element is savings, all right? Now, as a businessman, you must be in a position to raise money. Where do you raise money? From the bank, from investors, and so on. Now, for investors to invest in you, you must demonstrate that you can handle money. Now, I'll give an example. One of the richest guy in the world today, Mr. Warren Buffett. He's very old now. He's in his 90s. He's going towards 100. He has been well respected all over the world. Warren Buffett, when he have his seminars are fully packed because he gives a nice examples which makes it easy for you to be able to understand how to navigate. Now, I normally tell people and say, if you want to make money, making money, you need to be in business. All right? If you're an employee, you'll never make money. Forget about it, all right?
That's true.
And business is tough. That is why they say out of 10, only 1 survives. 9 goes under, all right? Because it is so difficult. But at the same time, I always say to people, business is the easiest of them all. Why do I say that? Because in business, you copy and paste. You don't reinvent the wheel. You follow what others have done. So that is why those stories are nice, because if you follow them, you'll be able to succeed. All right?
Yes.
Now, Warren Buffett has made an example of Rose Blanken. The woman, she bought her business when she was 89. And Rose Blanken, when she started her business with a mere $500 US. She went to go and borrow money, inventory so that she can be able to sell. And then she got an inventory of $2,000 US. And then she put $500 US down as a down payment. So the 1,500 was a credit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what she did. She went out and make sure that she pays on time. Time is important in money making.
Okay.
She made it a point that she pays all the time on time. She went to an extent of taking her own furniture, her refrigerator, her bed, and all that to sell so that she can pay the people that she owes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Mrs. B can convince one of the greatest investors in Warren Buffett to buy his business, now that's a lesson that you should learn, that you should save money so that your balance sheet can be strong and you can be able to make money. Do you understand? So that is why I'm saying it's easy, because you can emulate from what you have learned from others. They say Mrs. B was putting 70 hours a week. So those are some of the ingredients in money making. Hard work. I always tell the young people and say, you know what? There's no substitute for hard work.
Can I just
Yes.
Can I just jump in there?
Yeah.
Because this is a conversation now. When you're speaking of hard work, it's a conversation that young people are having, and most people, when you ask them, "How did you make it? You know, how did you become as successful as you are?" Everybody says hard work, but there are certain young people who would completely disagree because they're working hard. So hard, sleepless nights, and they're trying their best, but it's still not paying off. They are not getting anything from it. So when you speak about hard work, how do you mean? Because it's not always the case where hard work works for a person.
Look, it's important to put a lot of work, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hear what you are saying. Some people, they put a lot of work, but they don't see results. Not everybody. Remember, we are not the same. God has made us differently. In terms of achieving our results, we'll achieve our results differently in different times. All right?
Okay.
But I can tell you, hard work pays off. All right? And when I was talking about saving, I don't know whether you have heard when people say those who understand the compound interest, they are the winners. And those who don't understand the compound interest, they are the losers. Now, let me clarify the compound interest so that you understand very well. Let's use a simple arithmetic calculations. Let's use the number 10 and 100. If you have 100 rand, and then it brings you 10% annually. So if I've saved 100 rand, then I'll get how much? 110 at the end of the year. Then when I save the same 110, the following year, I will get how much? 11 rand, because that's 10% of 110. Now, when you take the 10 rand and the 11 rand, so I've now accumulated how much? 21 rand.
Yes.
You understand? All in all, I have 121. Now, the other year, the 10%, it will be a 10% of 121, which will give me 12.4. Do you understand? That's the compound interest. The same on the other side. If you owe the banks or if you owe your creditors and you don't pay, you skip the months and so on, what does that do? The interest will ruin your money, your balance, all right? And you know, in business, you start small. I gave you that example of Mrs. B, as articulated by Warren Buffett. She went out there to say, look, I need a stock for $2,000 US. I have $500 US. Now, she gave them $500 US, and then he owed them 1.5. Now, you start building there. So, what you have just said, why young people sometimes lose interest, is because they see themselves working hard and not seeing the results quickly sometimes. Now, I say sometimes people who make money, it's from different spectrum. You have people like Miss B, who made her money at the age of 89. You have Colonel Hall Sanders, who made his money at the age of 66. But simultaneous, you have people like Bill Gates who made his money at the age of 70.
Can I just jump in there, sir? Because of time, unfortunately, we can't look at all of them, the people who made their money whenever. But what kind of businesses could I then look into, or what kind of ways could I then look into as a young person to try and make money?
All right, let me tell you something. Currently you are the adverts, isn't it?
Yes.
You look at the needs. What are the needs now where you are?
Okay.
Needs analysis is important. That should be a starting point. Once you know that this is a need, one. Secondly, ask yourself, are you passionate? Do you love what you want to do?
Okay.
Because once you are passionate about what you want to do, even if you don't get money, that will carry through. Your passion will carry through.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, business can be anything. You can sell watches, you can sell food, anything, as long as you are passionate about it. You understand? Now, I gave you an example of Colonel Hall Sanders. Colonel Hall Sanders, he learned how to cook at an early age. And then until he mastered his spice of the chicken. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
He loved what he was doing. So that was carrying him through. So for young people to go through the difficulties, even if it's tough, you must be carried over by the passion. So that is why you have to see whether there is a need. If there is a need, go for it, explore it. If you are in love with what you want to do, stick to it. Do you understand?
Mm.
So that's it. So anything can be business. Anything. I hope I've answered you.
You have answered me.
Yeah.
But how can then that business make money for me and make it simple for me? Because in as much as anything can be a business, the number of consumers will always outweigh the number of the business person, the provider rather.
Look, the business. What is good about business? It's your business school.
Mm.
It's better than university because it's practical.
Yes.
All right? So you go there and learn every day. And how do you make profit? That is why, remember I said to you firstly, don't look at the money.
Mm.
If you start business, you think about the money, you are lost.
Mm.
Start business looking about the service first and the goods. All right?
Yes.
Now, Steve Jobs would say he's more interested in the customer experience. That was his motto.
Mm.
Anyone who was using Apple, iPhone, Steve wanted to make sure that whoever uses that, they will be blown away with their experience.
Mm.
And being blown away with the experience, they become the word of mouth. They become,
which is the best form of marketing
of the products.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So the saying with young people, if you start, that's why I'm saying start with something that you love. Don't look at the money. All right?
Mm.
Look at the product, make sure that the product is good, or make sure that the service is good. The customers will talk for you. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you get hold of me, you there at Vets? You listen to me from the other radio, isn't it?
Well, we got, yes. But because of time, that we unfortunately have to drop it there. But thank you so much for enlightening us. Some of the things that I picked up in what you were saying is that, one, be able to pay your debt on time because it's important. Secondly, understand the difference between your interests, and also look at the consumer's need and be passionate about what it is you give to them. And we should not look at the money, but also we should learn the customer's experience.
You know what? You have wrapped it nicely. Better than me.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. God bless you. And we would like to have you to teach us more as time progresses on the show.
They can get us, they can go to our website, which is TBR Solutions. That's our website. And then the WhatsApp number is 067 915 1447. 067 915-1447. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Much appreciated. Thank
The
you.
voice you're hearing on the other end is that of Sir Aubrey. He is a financial advisor, and he is all the way from TBR Solutions. Those are the tips that he gave us when it comes to living better in South Africa.
On your radio at 88.1 FM. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey boys, Walefatshe from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up in terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services. Prices are very, very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, whom we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.